Sinjuri, nsemmilkom nilqakom għal programmi ieħor ta' Flusek. Illum ser nibdew b'intervista virtwali ma' Sur Mohsid Majid, il-kap eżekuttiv tal-Malta Properties Company PLC. Fit-tieni parti tal-programm mbagħad ser nitkellmu ma' Martina Camilleri dwar skemi ta' pensjonijiet privati. Mr. Majid, welcome to Flusek.
Thank you for the invitation.
First of all, can you tell us a bit about your involvement with Malta Properties Company and the group in general?
Absolutely. So I have been at the helm of MPC, Malta Properties Company, since June. Previously, I served on the board of MPC for several years. Prior to that, I helped run a telecom company, and before that, I worked for Dubai Holding. Dubai Holding is a major developer in Dubai. And Dubai Holding is also the majority shareholder of MPC. The genesis of MPC is from Go PLC. So MPC was spun out of Go in 2015.
Okay.
Dubai Holding was then the majority shareholder of Go.
All right. Okay. Can you tell us about the business of Malta Properties Company, PLC? What it is about and...
Yes. Well, we are a commercial real estate player. We own a portfolio of properties. It's a mix of offices and industrial properties. We lease them out to blue chip tenants on long-term leases. And our tenants are in economically resilient sectors, mainly telecoms and finance. Go is our main tenant. We also have as tenants Vodafone, Finco, HSBC Global Services, and the Planning Authority. Our purpose, if you like, is to give investors a path to access the Maltese commercial real estate market. For retail investors, this can be especially interesting. To invest in real estate, many people buy an apartment. They can't easily invest in commercial properties.
True.
And we provide a platform to do that. Commercial real estate typically offers a higher income than residential property.
Interesting. COVID-19 has undoubtedly had an impact on most sectors of the economy. What measures did the company take during this difficult period?
Well, I'm happy to report that we have not been impacted directly. Operationally, we took the necessary measures, social distancing, remote working, etc. We managed to continue serving our tenants without any significant issues. Our development projects have also been progressing to plan. And financially, our revenues and cash flows are as expected. We have collected 100% of the rent due. We paid a dividend in June. And we completed the planned acquisition of a property in Swata. We bought an office building from HSBC. It's a good asset at a great value with an excellent tenant in place.
Great news. But looking at the financials, the reduction in profit since you weren't really impacted by COVID, what reasons were there for it?
The fall in profits was due to sale of assets.
I see. Okay.
So in late 2019, we sold a non-core property in St. Paul's Bay. Another property in St. Julian's became vacant, and we have signed a promise of sale for it. We actively manage our assets to deliver the best returns for shareholders. We may sell properties if they don't meet our returns objectives, and we buy properties that meet our criteria. Profits will expand again next year as a result of acquisitions and developments underway. The recent acquisition in Swata will help increase profits. And we have a major construction project which will be delivered next year, which is pre-leased to Go and will drive income and profits.
Good. The rental income of the company, how is it split? And will Go still be remain the main tenant going forward?
So Go is our main tenant today. They account for roughly 2/3 of our revenues of our 2021 revenues, which is already down from roughly 95% in 2016. So we have been diversifying away from Go, and I expect Go's share of our revenues will continue to decline as leases with Go expire and we relet or we sell these properties. Also, as we acquire additional assets. Our ambitions are to grow MPC over the coming years, and that should lead to a diversification away from Go over time.
Okay. You already mentioned a few of these projects, but what other projects is the company working on for the future?
Oh, we have some development projects ongoing at various stages of progress. The main one we have is a project in Zaytun. It's roughly a 10,000 square meter project. We are constructing a great building, very modern, premium offices. The site will also contain a data center. It's a very environmentally friendly building, and it's pre-leased to Go PLC. We expect to deliver this project next year. Then we have a great asset in Marsa, which is currently being used by Go, which they will vacate in the coming months. Again, it's very well located, close to Valletta, excellent access. And we're considering rebuilding upon this site. We have conceived of a mixed-use project of 9,000 square meters.
Okay.
And then we have other development projects in conceptual stages. They include projects in Birkirkara, Nashar, Mostar. And then we have acquisition projects. We plan to grow the company and are actively looking for opportunities.
And the strategy of the company going forward, can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, we intend to grow. So there are economies of scale in our business. We can benefit from that.
Great.
Many costs are fixed, which means as we grow our portfolio and our revenues, we can rapidly expand our profits. The recent acquisition in Swater is an example of that. So we added roughly 20% to our revenues, but not so much to our costs. So I can envisage increasing our earnings meaningfully as we scale up. We have to be thoughtful about where we invest, though. While the overall real estate sector is expanding, we're seeing large divergences between types of properties. So COVID has had a big impact on certain types of properties, including retail and hotels. E-commerce is also impacting demand for certain types of properties. And we need to adapt to these changes. We would like to invest further in areas with long-term tailwinds. We're considering various types of projects, be they offices, hotels, other. We are flexible, and we see our flexibility, our adaptability as a strength.
Great. I augur you all the success in the future. Thank you for the information, and thank you for accepting our invitation to join us today. Ħanamlu issa waqfa qasira ta' ftit minuti, ibqgħu magħna.